had a very challenging relationship with my father. Like, he was absent and he disappointed me a lot, promised me things. He was not reliable, especially when I was younger. He became reliable a little bit later, but he was not a man that you can count on. And I craved for this love so badly. When I was in my 20s, we lived together for a year and we had a better relationship. We got close and it was nice. It was quite a good year. But then things again went rough, and in the end, I had enough. It was like I had enough of a life of disappointment, and I decided to cut him off from my life because the way he was behaving was toxic for me. But then 1 year after, he died, and he died without us having the conversation to solve our things. I felt like life was very unjust towards me. I felt that I was deprived of having a father all my childhood, and I was deprived of having at least a wonderful relationship with my father while growing up and now as an adult. And I felt like this is not something that I can create, because I'm very optimistic. If I want something, I find a way to create it. But you cannot create a father, right? I was very, very, very disappointed, and I felt that life was very unfair to me. And the only way that life could make it better for me was if in another life, I would have a great father. But then when I was on this spiritual journey, I met a monk who replaced my father, who gave me the advices and guided me on a path that my father should have, who was there for me. And I felt like my biological father, I didn't have a good experience, but life in the end rewarded me with someone 1,000 times better, and someone who offered me the acceptance and the guidance that I look for from my father. And now I understand that my father was an imperfect man and he did what he could do, and it was not my fault, and I forgive him, although sometimes I still have moments when I'm pissed off with him. But overall, I think all this journey have made me a better person, and as well rewarded me with a father way better than my own father and what he could have been. So sometimes life is unfair with things that you cannot change, but life is very just, and it will reward you later with people in your life who might replace the things that you missed and you didn't have. There is always a balance, and life is long. So the moral of the story is, whatever you are going through, whatever you don't have, whatever you feel life deprived you of, at the end of that is a reward with something better. And I noticed this not only in my life, but in so many other people's lives. Mine, it was about my father. Other people have different experiences in different areas of their lives. So if you feel that life was unfair to you, wait and see what's the gift of it, because always there is a blessing underneath all that pain. Wait to find it. Hope this helps. Hi, I'm Alexandra. See you tomorrow.